Welcome to the Ben and Bash podcast, Tag Team Talks.
I'm Ben.
I'm Bash. It's time to lace up your boots and hit the mat with the Ben and Bash podcast, Tag Team Talks.
Episode 4. Today we are going to discuss AEW versus WWE dream matches. And once again, we both compiled our own list of 10 with a couple extras just in case. 10 matches that we would like to happen. These are all current, I believe. So, right, Bash?
One of them.
Okay, one of them not. Okay, I got one like that too. Probably the same one. But this is the first time we're going to see each other's list right now. So, let's get to it.
Okay, my first dream match is pretty good.
Okay.
It's Mercedes Moné versus Jade Cargill.
Okay.
I feel like I don't even have to explain, but cause Mercedes Moné just went to AEW. She has this CEO thing. Her gimmick is good. She's a great wrestler. And Jade Cargill's a good wrestler. And it would probably just be like Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks all over again. And that was a great match, so I feel like that has even higher potential to be a great match.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Your first match?
So you starting off with the women. I'll start with the women's match as well. I'm going to go with Bianca Belair versus Chris Statlander. This match right here is a match of probably two of the strongest women in AEW and the WWE. Both of them are good wrestlers. They're both quick. They're both fast. They're both strong. Like I said before, anything you can pretty much say to Bianca, you can put toward Chris in AEW. I mean, she's had some knee issues in the past, but she seems to be on the up and up recently. She's been rolling with Willow so far, and we'll see how that goes tonight when Will goes against for the TBS Championship. We'll see how that goes. But I think that Chris Statlander and Bianca Belair would be a pretty nice match for the first match for me.
Okay. My one, this second one I have, is a stretch, kind of.
Okay.
But I wrote down Logan Paul versus Will Ospreay.
Logan Paul versus Will Ospreay, okay.
They're both kind of I mean, Logan Paul is more of a striker, but he still does high-flying moves.
Okay.
And I feel like they would mix the two together, like striking and high-flying with Will Ospreay's high-flying. Now, I haven't seen that much of Will Ospreay, but how much I have is good enough to say that he's an amazing wrestler. And Logan Paul, a lot of people don't like him, but he's a great wrestler. And both of them are great wrestlers, so it has the potential to be a 5-star match.
Got you. All right, I'm gonna take Will Ospreay too, but I'm gonna put him in a fatal 4-way match with Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus Sammy Guevara versus Dragon Lee. The Battle of the High Flyers.
I didn't know we could do a fatal 4-way.
We didn't say one versus one. We just said dream matches.
Yeah.
But that's my match right there. It is the Battle of the High Flyers. I mean, there's gonna be flips. There's gonna be jumping over the ropes. I mean, you can even get another Ricochet versus Will Ospreay when they broke the ring in Japan. I mean, this match right here has all the potential to definitely be a 5-star match. You get Dragon Lee from WWE and Ricochet from WWE. And you get Will Ospreay and Sammy from AEW. I think that has the potential to be one of the best matches that we can see. Granted, never going to happen, but, never say never.
Okay. My next match is the Final Testament versus the House of Black. Okay. Male and female members.
Got you.
And the House of Black and Final Testament are almost the same. Not really. But they're both heels. They both have 4 members, unless you include Final Testament's manager. Um, they're both solid teams, and I feel like they could put on a banger.
Okay.
Um, and it was gonna be like a mixed tag team match, kind of.
Mixed tag team match.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. I am gonna go for my next match. I'm gonna go with the heel fist. This is probably the 2 biggest heels in professional wrestling right now.
I know. I think I know one of them.
I'm gonna go with Dominic Mysterio versus Christian Cage.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, both of these guys, they literally get booed out the arena before they even say a word. I mean, they pick the microphone up and it's boos. Their music hit, it's boos. They even look in somebody's direction, they get booed. I mean, granted, you got a veteran in Christian and a younger guy in Dominic. The match itself may not be a great match, but the lead up to it, the promos leading up to it, that's money right there. Just 2 heels, just going back and forth at it. Who can say the worst things? Who can say the best things? Who can get the biggest crowd reaction as far as booing goes? Just an all-in-all heel fest, I believe, for that one.
Okay. For my next match, I'm going with the only guy on my list.
Okay.
Maybe besides one person, but I'm going with Will Ospreay versus Ilya Dragunov.
Nice.
And Ilya Dragunov, he's a super good wrestler. He's one of the best NXT superstars, and I feel like everybody will agree with that. He's beat Carmelo Hayes. He's beat Trick Williams, almost the top 2 guys in NXT. He's an amazing wrestler, and he has the potential to be like a Gunther. Not like his fighting style, but like he has to be pushed up to the main roster and then given a title opportunity.
Nice.
And Will Ospreay, you can say the same thing. He's a great wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
He's like mid-cardish. He's went against Chris Jericho. A lot of veterans. He's a veteran himself. Like you said earlier with Ricochet, he broke the ropes in New Japan, and that was a good match right there. And I feel like they could put on like a 10-star match with that.
10 stars.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
No.
That's it for you for that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. My next match is going to be the Battle of the Technicians. I got Bryan Danielson versus Chad Gable. You're talking about just a technical masterpiece. Bryan Danielson, arguably the best wrestler in the world right now. I know he said this may be his last year of professional wrestling because he wants to go and help raise his daughter and do missing Yo kind of events like that. But he has been consistently one of the best technical wrestlers. If you make a list of the best technical wrestlers and Daniel Bryan isn't in your top 3, I don't know what to tell you. All in all, he's probably one of the best. Chad Gable has the potential to be like that. He's still a little young. He's a veteran, and he's recently starting to find his lane. He's starting to get let loose a little bit. He just recently turned, I guess you call it heel, right?
Yeah.
Because he's kind of turned heel with the Sami Zayn last week on SmackDown. Was it SmackDown?
No, it was Raw.
On Raw. Sorry, on Raw. So we'll see about Raw this week on Raw and see kind of what happens from there. Is he fully heel? Was he just frustrated because he lost? Is he just mad at Sami because Sami took his spot at WrestleMania and then beat Gunther? But Chad Gable versus Bryan Danielson is my technical match.
Okay, my next match. This is gonna be like a fight fest, an all-out brawl, and I put Braun Breaker versus Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Samoa Joe is a great he does a lot of good submissions. Braun Breaker is like a brawler. He has a good spear. I feel like Samoa Joe can counter his spear. There's going to be a lot of counters, a lot of good spots, and there's going to be a lot of submissions from Samoa Joe. And I feel like it would be a submission slash finisher fest, and it would be a good match along with it.
Got you. I got the same type of match, but I picked two different people. And when I say their names, you're gonna understand why I picked them. Powerhouse Will Hobbs versus Big E.
I have one close to that.
Yeah. I mean, you talking about just putting two big guys in there and just tell them to go at it.
Aren't they actually like friends in real life?
I think they are friends in real life, yes. But I mean, that doesn't stop anything from beating somebody down in wrestling. I mean, there's plenty of friends. There's been brothers wrestle each other. We just saw at WrestleMania with Jimmy and Jay. They're brothers, and they just wrestle each other.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've seen it before with Bret Hart and Owen Hart. We've seen it with Matt and Jeff. I mean, we've seen brothers wrestle each other before. We've seen family wrestle each other. So friends, not that big of a deal. But Big E, I know he's out with leg injury. He may never wrestle again, which is why this is a dream match. It may never ever happen. Will Hobbs may never come to WWE. But yeah, that's who I have for my match. Big E versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Two big guys going in the ring, just going at it.
For my next dream match, Bryan Danielson versus Ilya Dragunov.
Nice match.
I have Ilya in here 2 times.
I see. You must like him, though.
He's a good wrestler.
Okay.
And Bryan Danielson, he's a good technician, like you were saying with the Chad Gable match. Ilya Dragunov is a good wrestler, has a lot of good moves. And this can turn into a technician match. This could turn into really whatever they want it to, really. And how much of veterans these two are. They're great in the ring. They can turn this into an actual wrestling match if they wanted to.
Nice.
And this could be a fight, could be a technician match. It could be whatever these two want it to be. So that's why I picked it.
Nice. Okay. All right. I am going to go with a women's match. Another women's match I have. I put down Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter. I know both of them are out with injuries right now. I know Rhea just had to give her belt last week on Raw with the shoulder injury caused by Liv Morgan. Jamie Hayter's been out almost a year now, roughly, close to it.
I forgot who she was.
Yeah, she had the belt for a while in AEW.
Oh.
Yeah. This is matches of two women, or two wrestlers in general, who are over with the crowd. Crowd loves them, no matter if they're with, like Rhea Ripley's with Judgment Day, she still gets cheered, even though the rest of Judgment Day gets booed. Jamie Hayter, she was with Britt Baker and all them. I mean, no matter what Britt Baker did, Jamie Hayter still got cheered. She got put over. I mean, hopefully she's back before they do All In London, so she can have that match in her home country that everybody would like to have. She missed it last year because of injuries. This year, hopefully she can make it. Still got a few months for that. But Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter is my other match that I would like to see happen.
Okay. So, for my next match, I feel like if you don't have this on one of your dream matches, then you're just messing up at this point. And this match is The Miz versus MJF.
I don't have it on my list.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Their promos, I feel like their match would be pretty good, but like their promo battles would be even better.
Nice.
And it would be a solid match, but the build up to the match would be like off the charts. And like they would probably roast each other. And I feel like MJF would definitely be the wait. I think they would both be heels in this situation because they're both great at being heels.
Yeah, it just depends because the Miz right now is kind of a face right now because he's
Yeah,
with
but he's
R-Truth.
like 1,000,000,000 times better as a heel.
True, true. Both of them are better at heels. Yeah, true. Anything else with them? With the Miz and MJF?
Nah, not really.
That's it?
Mhm.
All right.
Oh, I just thought of one that
Go
I
ahead.
should.
Oh, did you put down?
No, yeah, I just that I should.
We'll do that later. We'll talk about that one later. We'll talk about that later then. All right. My next one. I also picked MJF, but I had him going against another person,
Oh, oh no! Please don't.
which I don't know. I don't know if Bash thought about this guy, but MJF versus Gunther.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, yeah. I think that match right there has the potential to be a banger. I mean, you got Gunther who can pretty much wrestle with a paper bag and make it a good match. I mean, he's one of those guys that you can put him in there against anybody, any style, and he makes a banger of a match. I mean, MJF probably one of the best up and coming wrestlers. I mean, he's young. I think he's like 23, 24 maybe, something like that. MJF goes in there. I mean, he's been doing a lot of heel work. He kind of went face a little bit with the Adam Cole situation, and then he's been out with injury. I'm assuming. I'm not sure what's going on with MJF right now, but he hasn't been on TV in a while. But yeah, MJF versus Gunther, just a match between a veteran in Gunther and a good young up and comer with MJF. I mean, the promos will be nice. They would be pretty good with MJF promo, pretty much hitting point after point. Gunther's promos being pretty good, lead up to it. But yeah, that's a match I would like to see too. Gunther versus MJF.
Who would be the baby face in this situation?
I don't think there would be one because Gunther is way better as a bad guy.
I've never seen him as a good guy. Really.
And MJF, he wants to be a good guy sometimes, but he just does a great job of being a heel. Like, he's just a way better heel than he is face, just for sure. Even if he wants to be a face.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, my next match would be. I have a stipulation on this one too.
Okay. We're doing stipulations too. I know we're doing stipulations, man. I could have made some more matches. All right, go ahead.
Well, sorry, I forgot to tell you.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
And so, I have a stipulation on this one.
Okay.
It's gonna be a high flying match, and that's not the stipulation. It's just like what
Okay.
and the stipulation would be no holds bar.
No holds bar. Okay.
And you might be surprised with one of these people on my list, but it would be Ricochet
Okay.
versus Darby Allin.
Nice. I mean, Darby in a no holds bar match, he kind of has the upper hand, doesn't he?
Yes, kind of the
against. Oh, okay. Darby Allin fan. Okay.
I mean, Ricochet kind of has a chance.
He does, but Darby Allin is well suited better at no holds bars, no rules matches. He can do more crazy stuff. I mean, Ricochet does crazy stuff too, but Darby Allin does dangerous crazy stuff.
That's why I picked them, because Ricochet sometimes does dangerous stuff.
Yeah, but if you watch that match with Darby Allin and Sting for the tag team belts, Darby Allin jumped off a ladder into a pane of glass and cut his whole back up. I mean, just craziness. But anyways, go ahead, my bad.
And this one I feel like with its stipulation, Ricochet would do a lot of crazy stuff. Like, there would be a bunch of tables, because, fans are crazy about tables for whatever reason.
Okay.
There would be ladders, maybe steel chairs. There would be kendo sticks. There would be all the weapons possible.
Nice.
And this would be a banger. I don't think there will really be a heel in this situation.
Nah, both of them are pretty good with the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, unless they're like one of them low blows each other
Yeah,
first.
which I don't see that happening, but it could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like this would just be a banger. And it's two guys that I like, but of course I like Darby Allin more.
Okay.
And so this would be um probably a 9-star match.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go a match that should have happened in AEW, but for whatever reason it didn't. They've wrestled, I think, once in independent wrestling when one of the guys was real young, when the other guy first got released from WWE, and they wrestled. It was probably 7, 8 years ago, probably now. I have Cody Rhodes versus Swerve Strickland.
Okay.
Yeah, both of these guys. I mean, Swerve is going up against Samoa Joe at the Dynasty pay per view. Comes on Sunday, which I think he's gonna win. I mean, I hope he wins. He deserves to win the belt. I mean, he's been putting in some nice work. I mean, he's worked with obstacles with Keith Lee getting hurt and they're not having a match the last pay per view. I mean, he's been a workhorse as they call it for AEW. I mean, he's been in all kind of matches. I mean, he had the match with Adam Page. That was a banger of a match. So yeah, Swerve, him and Cody wrestled once, I believe, in independent wrestling. I remember seeing it somewhere. I don't know what company it was, but it was early in Swerve's career and right after Cody got released from WWE, maybe a year after or whatever, before AEW started. But for some reason, they never crossed paths in AEW. But if Swerve can win the pay per view, this would be a match between AEW's world champion and WWE's world champion. But yeah, that match can be. You got two good workers. I mean, you can put them in an Iron Man match. You can put them in a last man standing match. You can put them in any kind of match you want to, and they're going to tear the house down because both of them adapt to their situations and whatever kind of environment they're in.
Okay. I just thought of another. No, I can't do that one. So a match that this might be a surprise to you,
Okay.
but I thought about putting a stipulation on this, but it would just be super unfair.
Gotcha.
So it would be New Catch Republic
Okay.
versus John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Tyler Bate, the big strong boy, he's good. He's a good wrestler. Pete Dunne, about the same thing. John Moxley's extreme, but he can't be extreme in this match because if I did extreme rules, it would be unfair. And Claudio, he's a great wrestler. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right. For my next match, I have a match of. I'm not gonna call them the two best wrestlers in the world, but they've been ranked 1 and 2 almost all the time. I mean, depending on who you ask, this is a match you put the two biggest names, probably not the best wrestlers, but the two biggest named wrestlers in the world today. You have Roman Reigns versus Kenny Omega.
Oh.
Yeah. I think a lot of wrestling fans would love to see that match happen. I mean, I know Kenny's out right now with a injury. Not sure what kind of injury he's with. I know he's out with injury. He may be back sometime this year, hopefully. Roman Reigns, not sure about him. I know he's not out with an injury or anything, but he's been wrestling not say nonstop because he does take time off in between. But he hasn't been on TV in the last 2 weeks now since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And he may not be on WrestleMania. He may not be on TV until SummerSlam. Who knows? May not wrestle the rest of this year. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Kenny Omega and Roman Reigns probably the biggest box office match. That would main event any pay-per-view or a premium live event you want to put on there. It doesn't matter who else is on the card. Those two guys will main event that event. No questions asked. So that's what I have for my other dream match: Roman Reigns versus Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Match.
So, um, what I would have done if I thought of that, I would have probably done the Elite versus the Bloodline.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, so I'm on to my last three.
No,
No,
yeah, one more. Yeah, one more on mine. Then we go to the extra.
I don't think I have any more in mind for some reason. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Okay, so my last one for my normal picks is The Undertaker versus Sting.
Nice. Okay.
And like they were both in their respective companies at the same time, because Undertaker never like left WWE. Of course, he didn't wrestle at the time Sting did, but he um this would just be, if this isn't on some dream matches, then it's just there's not a dream match list really.
Yeah.
And so that's really it. Like, this would be a good match. Sting should have ended Undertaker's streak. Really, they didn't even have a match to an Undertaker streak.
Okay.
So that's what I think about that.
All right. I also have the same match: Sting versus the Undertaker. I mean, if this isn't on your dream match, it doesn't have to be AEW versus WWE. This is your dream match in general. I mean, this should be on everybody's top 10 dream match. I mean, you got Icon versus Icon. I mean, Legend versus Legend. I mean, you can throw out all the nouns you can make for these guys, and they fit the bill. I mean, Sting was WCW most of his career. Undertaker was in WWE most of his career. A lot of people don't know. Maybe Bash don't even remember. Undertaker was in WCW for a little stretch. Obviously, he wasn't the Undertaker in WCW. So him and Sting, I don't think they ever wrestled each other. I was probably young. I don't really remember, but I know he was in WCW at one point in time. Got let go, went to WWE, became Undertaker, and the rest of they say is history. But and then Sting, when WCW sold to WWE, Sting never came. He was one of the only ones that didn't come over with everybody else. And he ended up going to TNA and making that company what it is today. I mean, he made that company from just a small company to when he left, it was a huge company. Not as big as WWE, obviously, but he made it into a nice sized company. Fast forward to when Sting finally did come to WWE, the one WrestleMania where Undertaker and Sting were both at, WrestleMania 31. I still don't understand why they didn't just wrestle each other at that one. I mean, maybe Sting thought he wasn't going to hurt his neck against Seth Rollins. What was that, Night of Champions? I think.
I don't remember.
I know it was for the belt. It was for Seth Rollins' belt, but yeah, Sting got buckle bombed into the what was they got buckle? What was it? The ring post? The corner of the ring? Yeah, the corner of the ring, and kind of something happened with his neck. I don't think he was expecting that to happen, and so I think him and Undertaker may have had plans to wrestle each other later on, but that never happened because Sting retired. Then he went to AEW. Then Undertaker retired, and then Sting just recently retired from AEW last month or maybe 2 months ago. But yeah, if this match isn't on your dream match of wrestling matches, I don't know what to tell you. This match should be on everybody's list, bar none.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm dipping into my bonus ones.
Yeah, we got some bonus ones on here that we didn't initially put down on our list, but we're gonna go into the bonus matches. We got three. How many got three?
Yeah.
I got three as well. All right, that's a good even number, so we good.
For my first bonus match,
Okay.
I have Asuka versus Thunder Rosa.
Okay, nice.
This would mix their fighting styles. It would mix Asuka's striking abilities. Thunder Rosa, I haven't seen much of her, but I know she's a great wrestler. And they're both great wrestlers, both veterans in their company. And they, Asuka has the tag team titles, and Thunder Rosa doesn't have a title, right?
No, but she's wrestling against Tony Storm Sunday night
Yeah, okay.
at Dynasty for the Women's Championship in AEW.
Okay, and that's pretty much that.
All right. For my first bonus match, I have Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon in WWE, versus Bayley. They actually wrestled a few times in WWE, but both of them have improved way more since then. Bayley being the SmackDown Women's Champion, what do you call it? WWE World Champion? WWE Women's Champion?
Yeah.
And then Athena being the Ring of Honor Women's Champion right now. I mean, you put champion versus champion. I mean, two of the best wrestlers in pro wrestling right now, regardless of male or females. Athena has been putting in work since she's left WWE. I mean, she wrestles. Every time I watch Ring of Honor, she's on there in some capacity, either on there wrestling somebody or on there talking or something, but she's always on there. Same with Bayley. Bayley, when she was in Damage Control, since she came back from her injury, she's always been on TV. She was on there when Damage Control first came, when they broke up. She was on there this past SmackDown wrestling against Naomi. Not wrestling against Naomi. Yeah, wrestling against Naomi. Yeah, she was against Naomi. Yeah, wrestling against Naomi for the championship until Tiffany Stratton came in. But yeah, Bayley versus Athena. Now, I believe that would be a better match than they had back in the past. Like I said, Athena has improved tremendously. I think she's more comfortable now than what she was in WWE. So yeah, Athena versus Bayley, I believe, is a good dream match.
Okay. So for my next dream match, I got Adam Cole, baby, versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Nice. It's a good one.
They probably wrestled in the past, but I'm too young to remember. Do you know if they've wrestled before?
I don't think they have. I think Seth Rollins was already in WWE when Adam Cole kind of started wrestling. I don't think they may have crossed paths in Ring of Honor, but I think Adam Cole came to Ring of Honor after Seth Rollins had already left. But I'll have to double check. But yeah, I think that's it. But yeah.
This would be a super kick fest, a finisher fest maybe. This could be a striking match. It could be a real wrestling match. These are two of our veterans in their respective companies, and if these two ever cross paths, this would be one of the best matches in WWE history, in my opinion.
That'd be a nice match. It would be.
Okay. Enough said about that match. I feel like that's a pretty good match to put on my list. Okay.
All right. For me, I kind of took a page out of your book earlier. I picked the House of Black, all members, versus the Judgment Day, all members. I think that right there would be a nice little match. You put Damian Priest, Malachi. I mean, you got Finn Balor. You got Buddy Matthews. You got spot after spot, wrestling after wrestling. And then you get Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews, who are actually engaged in real life. You get them.
Question.
What's up, buddy?
So, which three would you have in...
From Judgment Day?
Yes.
Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dominic.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. JD is good. He's cool and all. But I think Dominic fits in better with that match. Just because there are no small guys in Judgment Day. In House of Black.
Yeah.
And JD is not a small. He's a big guy, but he's not a big guy. He's a small guy.
Yeah.
And going against those guys, there's no he wouldn't be able to hold his own against them. I don't think.
Yeah.
But like I said, Judgment Day versus House of Black. I mean, there's gonna be some kind of stipulation in the match, maybe a no holds bar, maybe a lights out match. I don't know, just some kind of match that's gonna they can use their dark side kind of because they're both kind of with their dark music, dark lighting, you know. Then you got Malachi, who's pretty good talker, pretty good wrestler. You got Damian Priest, who's the newly crowned champion on Raw. Um, I mean, Rhea Ripley, who's injured now, but her against Julia Hart. I mean, that's not much of a match, but Julia Hart is a good wrestler. She's young, super young, and she's coming to her own. And give her a couple more years, and she will be one of the best female wrestlers in wrestling, I believe.
Okay.
All right, last one.
Yes.
Last one.
And this one, I haven't had a better time to say this, but last but not least,
Okay.
the almighty Bobby Lashley
Okay.
versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
That's a nice one. That's a banger right there.
They're both powerhouses.
Mm-hmm.
Powerhouse Hobbs even has it in his name.
Nice.
This will be a brawl. Bobby Lashley will hit a lot of spears. Powerhouse Hobbs would just try to be in control of the match. But I think overall, Bobby Lashley would win that match. There could be like cool counters, like high flying matches, not like this, but like high flying matches like I had earlier on my list. I have more spots, but these will have like more counter spots with like power bombs, spears, choke slams, straight punches, power slams, stuff like that.
Nice. It's like a powerhouse match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got you. Anything else from that?
No.
All right. So my last match I have the new school versus the old school in a lucha match. Rey Mysterio versus Rey Fenix. I know if y'all watch Lucha Underground, they've been in the same ring before in Lucha Underground, but I don't remember them having an actual one-on-one match. But you take Rey Mysterio, being a legend in Lucha Libre wrestling. I mean, pretty much any wrestler that's old enough grew up watching Rey Mysterio. It's probably the reason a lot of people are wrestlers. Watch Rey Mysterio and his family and Eddie Guerrero and them guys. Rey Fenix is I think he's out with an injury right now, I believe. But yeah, when he's wrestling, he's one of the best luchas in the world. Him and his brother Penta, I mean, you can't say enough of the way Rey Fenix wrestles. I mean, he walks on a tightrope. He walks on the top rope like a tightrope. I mean, he does flips off of it. I mean, front flips, back flips, side flips, jumps through the ropes, jumps over the ropes. I mean, he does everything you can ask for a lucha style match. And I think this match could be a good passing of a torch from one of the all time greatest to the best, I think, right now at it, Rey Fenix.
Okay, it'll also be the Battle of the Rays.
And it'll also be a Battle of the Rays. There you go. Yeah, didn't realize that. Good job. Yeah. Anything else, buddy?
Well, I have one that I would probably want to add.
Go ahead.
But it would be more for the promo battles.
Okay.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Versus MJF.
That is a good one. That is a good promo battle right there. That is a good promo right there. I can't not deny that one. That is a good one.
Their match would be pretty good too. But like, I feel like their promo battles would be like 10 times better.
You think so?
LA Knight, like, he's a good guy. The crowd is like super behind him. He got popular in like maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
I mean, some of the crowd I probably already knew him from TNA and NWA already. So some wrestling fans probably already knew who he was.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I got what you're saying.
And their promo battle, you know, MJF would definitely be the heel in the situation.
Oh, by far. It won't even be close. Yeah.
And well, I'm sure you've seen LA Knight as a heel, but I've never have.
Yeah, he's been heel before.
And he was Eli Drake in TNA.
Yeah.
Man. And he had that little button where he pressed. Remember when he said like dummy, yeah. That little button he pressed.
Yep.
And I feel like if they ever did a promo battle, he would have to bring that back.
Yeah, he would. All right. Good one. Anything else?
Nah.
All right. So that concludes another episode. I'm Ben.
I'm Bash.
And this has been another episode of
Tag Team Talk.